Hello, dear followers. First of all, we need your support for the continuation of such videos. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Information gets better by sharing. Hidden information is of no use to anyone. Have a good time. You bought a new car, and God forbid you had an accident before paying the first installment. You had your cell phone stolen within the first week of purchase. You had a happy marriage or relationship that everyone envied. But whatever happened, did everything turn upside down all of a sudden? Beware that some of the things that go wrong in your life are not because of the way the people around you look at you. It is said that there is a great mystery in the human eye. And unfortunately, this is true. The Prophet, peace be upon him, has informed us that the evil eye is real, and that a person can cause your death, let alone damage your property, just by looking at you. Beware that some of the things that go wrong in your life are not because of the way the people around you look at you. It is said that there is a great mystery in the human eye. And unfortunately, this is true. The Prophet, peace be upon him, has informed us that the evil eye is real, and that a person can cause your death, let alone damage your property, just by looking at you. Colloquially, we call it the evil eye and many other things. There are so many mysteries in this universe that science has not yet discovered, and the fact that the human eye and mind can cause accidents and trouble to another being is one of the most curious of these mysteries. How can a person harm another person just by looking at them or thinking about them? The evil eye is real, and tens of thousands of people lose their lives every day just by being exposed to bad looks. I would like to ask the viewers who perceive this subject as a religious subject and walk away when they hear anything in the name of religion, but who read mystery-style books, perceive terms such as the law of attraction more intellectually and believe in it, to pay attention to the video for 10 minutes. Because what is described is a door to the same unknown, and this door is closely related to all of us. As Nikola Tesla said, if we want to unravel the mystery of this universe, we must ponder the laws of energy, vibration, and sound. For those of you who are wondering if there is a scientific as well as a religious aspect, the evil eye is also an energy-related puzzle. And science is the acceptance that there are things that have not yet been discovered. Isn't it? I'm going to tell you about something quite striking from our daily lives. And then I'm going to tell you about the evil eye experiment conducted at the University of Leeds in England, which was published in Science, one of the most famous science journals in the world. You will be quite surprised as you go deeper into the events, and toward the end of the video, you will be waiting for a very shocking perspective. How does the evil eye affect us? How do we know if we have the evil eye? And how can we remove it from our body? During the day, we come across dozens or even hundreds of people in our social and professional lives. In the market, at school, in the office, at dinner. The examples are endless, and the human brain inevitably generates dozens of ideas about the people it encounters within seconds. Unfortunately, these ideas can't stop most of the time. They can be quite harsh and aggressive because of the deteriorating morals of society. For example, let's face it, we breathe and try to survive among such people every day. The fact that we are hit by the energy frequencies emitted by such evil eyes, and as a result we are harmed in some way, is the version of the evil eye phenomenon that occurs with envy. And I am sorry to say that we can be affected by the eyes of these damaging people on what we have, not only by confronting them, but also by what we share on social media. People's avalanche of vanity, the luxurious places they go to, the expensive cars they drive, the food they eat, the love they experience, their efforts to put it in people's eyes, attracts the evil eye like a huge receiver. And many of us are not even aware of the real underlying cause of the negativity that we experience. I would like to remind you of the verse in the Holy Quran that almost knocked you down with its eyes. Those who cover up the truth when they listen to the Quran. They will almost knock you down with their eyes, saying, "Indeed, he is a madman." The prophet, peace be upon him, also stated that the evil eye is true, and that the evil eye puts the camel in the cauldron and the man in the grave. Just as we cannot see the rays emanating from the remote control when changing the channel of the television, but these rays have an effect on the television, it is believed that the eye has such an invisible power. Muhammad Hamdi Yazir explained the evil eye as follows. Just as anger has a power or effect on the human body, the eyes have a power for good or evil according to the way they look at others, whatever it is, material or immaterial. When it reaches its target, it is what is called an eye hit. A touch of the eye, or the evil eye. The evil eye is not only caused by envy and jealousy. One of the reasons for the evil eye is to look with hunger. For example, that fancy restaurant you share on social media, the photo of the food you eat in the restaurant. A person who is hungry or has to make do with limited food may increase his or her feelings of hunger even more. Or as a result of being upset because he or she cannot eat that food, you may be affected by the energy frequencies emitted into the universe by that emotionally damaged person, and you may be hit by the evil eye. Nowadays, in the outdoor areas of restaurants, under the gaze of people passing by, we consume food that attracts people with its smells and sights, without thinking about whether we will come across a hungry person. But let's not forget that the hungry person who passes by and whose eyes are caught on your food can unintentionally give you the evil eye, even if he does not have a sense of mischief in him. I thought of the saying that the best way to avoid a virus is not to catch it. This saying is almost as if it was said for the evil eye. Because the most effective method of protection from the evil eye and the evil eye is not to get caught by it, and one of the best things we can do to avoid being caught is to hide things. Yes, people are in a race to show everyone that we are very happy, that we are swimming in money, how beautiful our hair, our new car, our newborn baby is, what we eat, what we travel. All in order to put it in the eyes of people who cannot have it. We don't even realize what is happening to us with the avalanche of vanity. In many parts of the world there are major earthquakes, floods, or other disasters. People lose their loved ones or become homeless, but we are still sharing photos of the new house we just bought or the crazy parties we went to. Of course, everyone lives their own life. Everyone has their own problems and issues. No one is saying that while there are people suffering on the other side, at least you don't have to do it in public. You don't have to share it. You don't have to show it. And when you see the beauty and riches that others have, remember that Allah has given it to them, and don't hesitate to say mashallah. May Allah give them more. Allah's treasury is infinite. He distributes such beautiful blessings. Be sure that one day beauty will find you too. People can also cast the evil eye on themselves, and it is observed that parents who cast the evil eye on their newborn babies or children are in the first place parents who attract the evil eye on their children by saying things like, "Look how beautiful my baby is. My baby is the most beautiful baby in the world," should pay attention to this issue. In the time of the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, there was a man from the sons of Asad. This man starved himself completely for 3 days and stayed in pitch darkness without communicating with anyone. When he came out of the darkness at the end of the 3 days, with all the feelings of need he had accumulated inside him, he said to the first camel he saw, "What a beautiful camel this is." As he said, the camel fell down and died. Try to imagine the evil eye frequency he had accumulated in his body for 3 days. Later on, people who were against the Prophet planned to use this man, who had a high power of evil eye, to cast the evil eye on the Prophet, and they wanted to cause his death. But their efforts were in vain, and Allah Almighty protected the Prophet from the evil eye of this man. What is it about the human eye that we cannot explain that causes such an effect? Let's take a look at the evil eye experiment conducted at the University of Leeds in the UK. In the experiment conducted in the parapsychology department, 6 people who claimed to have psychological powers were used as subjects. These 6 people were asked to focus on a selected set of objects for 2 weeks. 2 weeks later, biochemical and morphological changes were found in some of the objects examined, and specially built sensitive machines detected electromagnetic waves emitted by the frequencies emitted from the eyes of 6 people. Arthur Gell, the head of the university's parapsychology department, published an article about the experiment in which he stated that the changes in the objects were caused by the radiation emitted by the subjects with colored eyes. Science, the famous science journal, carried this research on its cover with the title, "The Reality of the Evil Eye." Positive science has no proof of the evil eye yet. In other words, this is not a scientifically proven phenomenon. In this respect, the evil eye and the evil eye are still among the mysterious mysteries of the universe. However, as the prophet peace be upon him said, the evil eye is real, and we can be hit by the evil eye at any time. But is there no indication for us to know that we have been struck by the evil eye? According to widespread belief in society, one of the most important indicators that we have the evil eye is that we are constantly sleepy. If you are often sleepy despite getting enough sleep, this may be due to different reasons, but it is also accepted as a symptom of the evil eye. If you've been experiencing constant setbacks lately, or if your things are breaking down frequently, it is possible that you have the evil eye on you. If we talk about the methods of protection from the evil eye, first of all, as we have just mentioned, we should keep ourselves as far away as possible from show-off activities that will attract the evil eye. In addition, according to widespread belief, water is considered to be a factor in warding off the evil eye, so ablution and showering, being clean both inside and out, are among the factors that protect our bodies against the evil eye. There are mysteries of water that we have yet to discover. Above all, considering the power of prayers, we can benefit from prayers against the evil eye and seek refuge in the perfect words of Allah from the evil of devils and evil eyes. People have developed countless precautions and tools against the evil eye, both in Islamic culture and in the world for thousands of years. Unfortunately, most of them have not gone beyond superstition and are useless. At the top of their list are the evil eye beads, which are widely used in Turkey. Let me underline here that evil eye beads and their derivatives have no place in our religion. While we are living in such unknowns about our body and the universe, what if those who think about the frequencies emitted by the human eye are not only trying to protect us from it, but also want to use it to create some kind of energy frequency in the world? What if someone, long before us, discovered this secret of the eye and has been using it against us for thousands of years? Have you ever wondered why we see the symbol of an eye everywhere these days? From the jewelry we wear to our pillows, from movies to music videos, what is it about these eyes that have invaded every part of our lives? Think again. Dear friends,